Hello, scumbags. This is Andres Garcia coming to you with another theory from fattyfantheories.com exclusively for Rebel Scum Podcast. Like the title says, Rey will kill Luke Skywalker. I'll get right to it. Rey will be the one to kill Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. I know that's a bold claim, one I would not make without any proof other than fandom and speculation. This is how I see this incident going down. When we last saw Rey, she had been given the map and a ride to the first Jedi temple to meet Luke Skywalker. They meet atop a mountain, and to Luke's surprise, she offers him his father's lightsaber. Details have emerged that in Episode 8, Luke and Rey will have a training scene supposedly to learn more about the Force, similar to Luke and Yoda in Empire Strikes Back. Other than rumors, we the audience are under the assumption that is her reason for going. The same reason General Leia lets Rey use the map and the Falcon co-piloted by Chewie. She must trust Rey. In their training session, Rey will undoubtedly ask Luke about her parents and her time on Jakku. Initially, Luke will deny knowing anything about her parents or her time on Jakku. He will also try to reveal the secrets of the Jedi Temple, maybe hint at the Force tree, and certainly he will teach Rey more about the Force and her abilities. Rey will ask Luke for help to heal her friend and the only other person she cares for at this point, Finn. Luke will possibly agree to go back and see if he can do anything for Finn. This also helps set up a nice Luke and Leia scene. Initially, Luke will not be able to help Finn as the story progresses and Rey's powers grow. She and Luke will at some point be found by a now healed Kylo Ren, possibly with the First Order, or better yet, the Knights of Ren. In the ensuing battle, Rey and Luke will fight together in dispatch of the Knights of Ren or First Order. Ren alone tells Luke and Rey that Snoke is on his way. In the battle, Ren takes down Luke because Luke is hesitant to fight his former Padawan and nephew. Ren, now more powerful due to more training with Snoke, is able to overpower Rey, possibly mocking Luke that he will finish her off and like he finished all his Padawans, kind of like Vader did. Luke finally jumps in to defend Rey. It is at this point that a continuation of Rey's Force vision is shown. We see more details regarding her past, including a scene revealing that Luke is directly involved in her being left in Jakku. Meanwhile, Luke and Kylo fighting, Luke tells him Snoke is clouding him, using him, and he will throw him away, similar to what Han says. That brief lack of concentration in Ren will let Luke gain the upper hand and take down Ren. Rey, angry at Luke, starts yelling at him, attacking him. Luke explains that he had no choice, that Snoke and the Knights of Ren were looking for her. He needed to hide her. Rey, furious, blames Luke and suspects that he even killed her parents. Luke, already injured by his fight with Kylo and the Knights of Ren, is defeated by Rey. It is at this point that we get Snoke. Now, whether Snoke is revealed to be a new character or an old character, we don't know. The point is, we get Snoke. Snoke tells Rey the truth, in quotation marks, that it was Luke that killed her parents, that she can get them back under his teachings. As proof, Snoke heals the only other person left she cares about, Finn. He also tells her that he can bring back her parents, a la Palpatine. He tells her that Luke could have done this all along but refused to. Luke tries to explain, but in her anger, Rey kills him. Kylo, seeing this, is suddenly saddened of his uncle's death. Snoke feels this. Snoke tells Rey to come with him, which she does, much to the protest of her now awakened friend, Finn. When asked about Kylo, Snoke says to leave him for dead, that he has failed his training. After they leave, Kylo is picked up by his mother and the rebels. Leia is able to finally bring home her son. Before anyone listening to this dismisses this just as fan fiction, give me a moment to provide some evidence to bring this idea of fan fiction to fan theory. What are Rey's motives? Rey is sent to Luke to learn about her powers and the Force. Going to learn about her Force powers is actually a big deal though, because after delivering BB-8, her first instinct is to go back to Jakku. She even refuses a job from Han Solo. This proves, in my opinion, that Rey's goal is her family, not the Jedi, and certainly not the Resistance. The only other thing that she would care for in this world is her friendship with Finn, who she has promised to return to. Rey is also an angry, violent person with hate in her heart. First, she attacks Finn. Next, she was ready to release gas on the Falcon when she thought it was the First Order after them, not Han and Chewie. Next, in a deleted scene, when she is confronted by Plute, she pulls a gun on him when he wants to take her back to Jakku. She tells him to back off, and when he refuses, out comes the gun. There is no, I am with Han, or she tells him that she cannot go back. In fact, she wants to go back to Jakku. So why not take the ride back with Plute and deal with him now? Well, it's because she hates him. And what does Yoda say about hate? Hate is the path to the dark side. Finally, let's look at the final scene in The Force Awakens. After she defeats Kylo, she doesn't turn off the saber. It wasn't until Kylo started moving again that she started walking towards him, possibly to deliver the final blow. If it wasn't for the ground splitting, the Solos would actually be shopping for 2-for-1 casket deals. Rey did not go for his hand or leg. No, she went for the head, showing an intention to kill. Kylo, on the other hand, was trying to talk to her, recruit her, even teach her. So with the above, we can establish that Rey is angry, feels a strong connection to her family, and is willing to kill. Does that sound familiar? Well, it should, because I'm talking about Anakin. It was these same reasons that Palpatine was able to exploit Anakin and told him about the Force, not from a Jedi, to bring back the dead. If it is confirmed that Luke had something to do with her parents' disappearance or being ditched in Jakku, which is not that far-fetched, then Snoke can exploit that and get her to kill Luke. Next, I want to look at Luke and Kylo Ren and Luke's hesitation to wanting to fight him. Kylo is Luke's nephew and former Padawan. Luke will try to explain that he does not need to be like Vader, that he can be better. He will explain that Darth Vader was not his father, that Anakin was. He will tell him that Vader in the end was good, and once he was free, he was able to return to the light. The light he feels within him is his grandfather trying to reach out to him. To prove that this is the case, let us quickly look at Kylo and why he is drawn to the light. The Force Awakens, Kylo tells Snoke that with his guidance, he will not be tempted to the light, meaning Snoke and Kylo both feel that there is a chance of Kylo returning to the light. Jumping further, right before Kylo kills Han, Kylo almost does not go through with it. He tells him he constantly feels like he's being ripped apart. To just go a bit further, Han Solo says that there is too much Vader in him. Well, if that's the case, then there is a possible redemption in his future. After all, when Vader learned Luke was his son, he offered him to rule the galaxy together. Even in their fight in Empire Strikes Back, he was trying to subdue Luke, not kill him. When Palpatine was killing Luke, Vader threw him off the platform, saving Luke and killing Palpatine. So saying there is too much Vader in him could be a form of foreshadowing. So it would take something major for Luke to fight him, and that could possibly be losing Rey. And even after defeating Kylo Ren, Luke will not deliver the killing blow to him because, again, it is his nephew and he feels that he can still be saved. So there we have it. My idea as to why Rey will kill Luke. But why? Well, from a storytelling point of view, this opens up the door to Kylo Ren's redemption and take Rey out of that whole Mary Sue trope which Daisy herself has said Rey does not fit into. Also, J.J. Abrams did mention that Rey's Force vision will be like an ongoing story into Rey's past. Additionally, since The Force Awakens mirrors Episode 4, this scenario also leads away from that type of mirroring that they are doing to each other. Though similar, it turns things around, gives us an unexpected turn, which again is fantastic storytelling from J.J. Abrams and the whole crew. I hope you all enjoyed this theory, and comments, questions, or feedbacks are always welcome in the comments below. Again, this is Andres Garcia from Fatty Fan Theories, saying adios.
Hey scumbags, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our video. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rebel Scum Podcast, for all the latest videos.